What is up, guys? It's the Sound Alchemist, and today I'm back to bring you 40 facts on one of the most awesomest characters in all of 40k. Yes, I put that in quotations. Hi, Marshal Helbrecht. Now, we covered a lot of lore on the Black Templars like 6 months ago, and I said I was going to cover this dude, and for some reason I never did. Looks like I was the one who was... Never mind, guys. Anyway, yes, we're talking about the High Marshal Helbrecht. This guy is essentially, I guess you could call him like a chapter master of the Black Templars, although he's a High Marshal. Potatoes, tomatoes, that kind of thing. But anyway, guys, today we're learning about this guy. He was requested pretty heavily back then, and I don't know what happened, I forgot about it. But anyway, he is here today. So without further ado, guys, let's purge the Xenos and do anything we can to praise the Emperor, because according to the Black Templars, he is the God Emperor. But that's a story for another time. Let's dive into this 40k lore. Now, Helbrecht was best known among his friends and enemies for his violence, his stubbornness, and his desire to slay the enemies of the Emperor. I think we all know a guy like that, right? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But anyway, the notice that he received for his many violent campaigns aided him in rising throughout the ranks, and he finally secured a position within the Sword Brethren. Now let's find out what the Sword Brethren are right now. So the Sword Brethren of the Black Templars is the equivalent to the first company of other chapters. Black Templar veterans are elevated to this rank, and they are placed in separate squads where they will fight as the elite units. They then also train in Terminator armor, or they form a Marshal's bodyguard. Because of this, they are exempt from training neophytes, and unlike squads with initiates, neophytes will not be found within the Sword Brethren squad. Now, during Crusades, a Marshal can also appoint a Castellan to lead one of these fighting companies. Now, the Castellan is picked from the Sword Brethren, as is the case when a Castellan or a Marshal is killed. The new one will be picked from them. So like I said, Helbrecht was elected to one of these elite members after he killed a vampire which had taken power on the planet of Cephian 4. And then later, when the Crusades leader, Marshal Daden, was killed, Helbrecht was elected to take his place and become that Crusades leader. And then much later on, when the death of High Marshal Cordhel happened, when he fought the Chaos Champion, the Marshals unanimously chose Helbrecht to succeed him after his subjugation of the Xenarchs of the Silgard Nebula. Now, he was ritually presented with the Sword of High Marshals, and he immediately began to lead a crusade against the Scythe Fiends in the Ghoul Stars. Now, what are the Scythe Fiends, you may ask? So the Scythe Fiends is a mysterious Xenos race inhabiting the Ghoul Star area of space. They're seen as vicious creatures by the Imperium, and they sent out probes and scout teams into their territory to find out more about them. However, none of them came back. So, in the late 41st millennium, this race was largely exterminated by the Black Templars, with only their homeworld remaining outside of Imperial hands. However, when the Black Templars arrived at the homeworld of this Xenos race, the Scythe Fiends, they found it completely empty and vacant of any Scythe presence. So what exactly happened here still remains a mystery to this day. Now, the Scythors were kind of spindly-limbed creatures. They had some vile faces. They were pretty much an elongated, inhuman kind of creature who lived in fortresses with sheer walls with glimmering crystal, and they used some weird type of uncanny weapons. So they're kind of like, I don't know what those things are called, but think of like Demogorgons, just like skinnier, that kind of thing. So again, once High Marshal Helbrecht found that their planet was empty, that's when he cut the crusade short, when requests for aid came from Armageddon. Yes, that's right. The High Marshal Helbrecht led his Templars to fight against Ghazghkull and his infinite war. The High Marshal and Admiral Parole worked closely together to storm and destroy orc rocks around Armageddon in an effort to forcefully stem the tide of reinforcements for the orc forces. Now, when Gascoigne's suspected command ship was seen retreating from Armageddon, Helbrecht swore an oath to pursue and destroy him, and as a sign of respect, he allowed Commissar Yarick to accompany him on this crusade. So Helbrecht and Yarick pursued the infamous orc war boss. However, they were able to corner his flagship, and they found out that Gascoigne was able to escape into the warp to begin his Great Wall once again. So moving on, let's talk about the slaughter at Schrodinger VII. So Helbrecht commanded the crusade that came to the aid of the ice world of Schrodinger VII. The Necron Pharaon Imhotep the Stormlord had already shifted his armies into defensive configurations. Helbrecht's assault bogged down a series of impeccable placed ambushes on drop pods and Thunderhawk drop zones, and Helbrecht and Imhotep met face to face on an icy bridge. They traded blows until Helbrecht collapsed, but instead of finishing him off, Imhotep severed his right arm, so he would always be reminded of this humiliation. The Black Templars retreated with Helbrecht, leaving Schrodinger VII in the Stormlord's hands. Now, following his defeat, he did take a 5-year crusade of penitence to atone for this, and Helbrecht made a pilgrimage to the Phalanx to pray at the hand of Rogodorn. There, the chapter master came to realize that the loss of his hand was symbolic, for his Primarch also lost his hand when he was fighting for the Emperor. Helbrecht's faith then returned to him. Now Helbrecht, aboard his battle barge Sigismund, later sought revenge for his humiliation by attacking Imhotep's tomb ship, the Inevitable Conqueror, while en route to Davites. Boarding torpedo attacks by the Black Templars succeeded in capturing the ship, and Helbrecht and the Stormlord came to blows once again. But this time, the Marshal was able to use his rekindled faith to prevail. Realizing that the battle was lost, Imhotep teleported to a nearby escort vessel to safety, but not before congratulating Helbrecht on just one small victory. In a rage that his enemy had escaped, Helbrecht then destroyed the Inevitably Conqueror from the inside out. And with that, that's going to end our short lore on this awesome chapter master of the Black Templars, aka the High Marshal. So what do you guys think about him? I mean, I never really liked the Black Templars to begin with. The Imperial Fists were never my thing. So, I mean, it's cool and all. I mean, he lost an arm just like his Primarch did. He fought against Gascoigne. He fought against freaking Imhotep. But, I mean, that would probably pertain more to Gersh 1, since this dude is in love with freaking orcs. And he does... I mean, he collects both of these armies. He collects the Imperial Fists, and he collects the orcs. So I'm pretty sure he's gonna love this lore. So if you guys liked it, let me know down below. If you didn't, let me know why not. I mean, it's cool and all. It's just not my cup of tea. I don't know. But yeah, so let me know what other topics you guys want me to cover. I believe we've already touched base on the whole Age of Sigmar thing. But if you don't know, we will be slowly covering some more Age of Sigmar lore, roughly 1 to 2 videos a month, so main focus will still be 40k. So as always guys, leave me your suggestions in the comments below and we'll go from there. Don't forget to hit us up on Patreon, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook for more things 40k, as well as other nerdy things in general. This has been The Sound Alchemist, part of One Mind Syndicate, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow.